Welcome back everyone to Crusader Kings 2 as Jon Targaryen, and even though it is not official yet because we have not yet been able to legalize our parentage, we have taken the throne, and that means we can officially proclaim ourselves as a Targaryen. All that is left to do right now is crush Cersei Lannister in the west, and then we will return ice, and we will reforge ice, and we will make Cersei pay for her crimes. At least that is the plan. Now, one thing that I did in between episodes, I gave out one of our many titles that we have to one of our custom characters who has been with us for a very long time. I have given the province of Woodmere to Lord Derek. Well, now he's a Lord. Derek Colmere. That's his name. He is a lunatic, but he has advised us through the entirety of our time as Lord of Winterfell, and he did a good job, and therefore I decided to reward him with this castle, or with this province here. And one thing I'm also going to do, I have a quick look at the history here. So House Follard has held this castle in history, and then it has been taken over by House Tyrell, and then later Stark. Now, House Follard currently has only two members, Sir Perkin the Whisperer. He is apparently at court of our rival, Lord Harwood Fell, and working as spymaster and bodyguard for them, and he's also following the R'hllor religion. And then we have his son, Clayton Follard, who is also at our rival's court. So I don't see... I feel like, you know, they are serving our rival, so therefore we're not going to restore these lands back to them. That's kind of my reasoning behind it, and they're not followers of the old gods or anything, so we don't really have any relationship with them other than that they follow our rivals, and therefore they do not get their lands back. So I've decided to give it to Derek, and yeah, he has taken a blue raven on a white background for his sigil, and what I will also do is I'm going to rename Woodmere to Colmere. I just feel like this fits quite well, so let's quickly rename that here, and so we now have a northern house established. At least I think he's... oh no, he is after Faith the 7, but he's a Westerman. But they're now established here in the Crown Lands. I think that's just cool. So we have him here. He's gonna continue to serve as our advisor. He does have one daughter. She is strong. Perhaps he's gonna have a few more kids. Unlikely, since his wife is chaste, but we'll have to see. And I will also send him a small gift of 15 ducats just because he was in debt, and I don't want him to start off his life as a lord in debt. Okay, so that is dealt with. The rest of our castles I'm going to hold on to until we have finished our war. And yeah, that is... I think that's that. I can appoint a commander of the Gold Cloaks. I have someone in mind. Won't do it just now, though. As I said, I want to actually win the war first before we do anything. The Reach and Rickon, as well as Dawn, have all joined us. Very nice. And a suggestion... okay, and R+L Redwolf, I have betrothed to Jonella Blackmire. She is a Cranachman. She's following the old gods, and she's strong, so I felt like that would be quite cool. All right, awesome. Also, we have a message offered during war from Roger Linden. Join you in the War of Westerlander Independence. Now, that is interesting. The Night's Watch wants to join us. I don't know why they can ask that, but here's what I think. I'm going to decline this, because I'm going to set the precedent, even though... I'm going to say that from now on, the Night's Watch shall go back to their ancient duty of guarding the wall. They shall no longer be involved in the affairs of the Seven Kingdoms. We, we broke our oath in a way, but then again, you could say, we took the oath as Jon Snow, and we broke it as Jon Stark, and now we are Jon Targaryen soon. So, I guess technically we didn't break our oath, you could say, but I don't want the Night's Watch to be involved in the affairs of the Seven Kingdoms, so I'm going to decline their call, or their ask for help? No. Their offer for help, I suppose. So they're just going to stay out of it, because there's actually a King Beyond the Wall forming again, and he might attack the Night's Watch as well. We're going to have to check that out. But for now, let's just move forward. And, yeah, I had him betrothed to various women, apparently. Oh, well, that didn't go too well then. Regardless. You will just stay imprisoned. You will stay imprisoned. Yeah. And you, Baelish. You will stay in prison. Oh, you're a kid. Alright, we'll be merciful then, that's fine. Okay, we have a new Grand Maester, Tyrell, who has joined us. And I have also asked Edric Storm to, to arrive at our court, and he has accepted. At least, yeah, I think so. That's amazing. And I think with that, also Shireen has arrived at our court. And because there's something I want to give them. Now, I've been looking at all of our artifacts, and we currently wear the Crown of Aenys, but I think I'm going to change that out. I want to wear the Crown of Winter. In fact, how do I do this? Unequip, yep. And I want to instead wear the Crown of Winter. Now, I mean to give the Crown of Winter back to the Lord of Winterfell, but we're currently still the Lord of Winterfell, so I will keep it for now. But yeah, I will give it back. And then I think I'll probably wear Aegon III's crown, or Aenys' crown. Aenys' crown is fine as well. Maker is more warlike. Joffrey's crown I don't think I'm going to wear. The Crown of His Majesty, they're all kind of cool. But yeah, the Crown of Winter I'm going to wear for now. And we also have Robert's Warhammer here. And I think Robert's Warhammer I am going to give to Edric Storm. Because he is, I think, the last remaining child, or the only child of Robert that we know of. And we're going to give him that artifact. Robert's Warhammer. He is strong. He's going to be able to wield it. If we have a quick look at it ourselves, you need to be either strong, giant, or brawny in order to wield it. And you need to be at least 14 years old. So none of my kids can wear it. And, oh, Princess Arya is pregnant. Very good. Yeah, none of my children can wield it. So I feel like this would be a great gift to show appreciation for House Baratheon, in a sense. And I guess this is our way of repaying a debt to maybe Stannis. Yeah, let's first of all give the artifact of Robert's Warhammer to you. There you go. And as for Shireen, I have not fully decided what we're going to do. Maybe I can give you a council position or something. Not entirely sure yet. You have given birth to Merrick Baratheon, and there's also your firstborn son, Louis Baratheon. He's married to a Seaworth. I think this is kind of cool. But anyways, that is all I wanted to do for now, and I think we need to tell the Maester to serve the court. That's fine. And yeah, we will give out the other titles later on. For now, let's just move forward and finish off this war, please. Okay, there seems to be a war ending inconclusively, because did Lancel die? No, he didn't. Then I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but it doesn't matter to me. We're gonna have to, Luther Tyrell. Yeah, actually, I will accept your offer. In fact, I don't think the Tyrells need to, these Tyrells, you know what, that's fine. You can ransom yourself. I will have you just pay a ransom. That's fine. Lucas Tyrell, you can offer yourself a ransom, and Laurent Tyrell, you can be ransomed. It's not much money, but I'll take it. Oh, that was actually Elia Sand. Okay, we'll release them all. We'll release them all for a small ransom, not worth very much. Laurent Tyrell, that's the one I actually wanted to release. Yes, I think we'll also release Titus of the Dragon Gate. Sure. And Aegor has inherited a... Okay, yeah, that's fine. He's king of Astapor and Yunkai. Good for you. Lord Archibald the Big Man. Ooh. He has declared a war for his claim on Dorne. Now, our Hand of the King, Rickon, he wants to have a reward. I will give you a little bit of money, and you want to marry. So let me see if I can arrange marriage for you. Yeah, let me quickly do that. Where are you? What's your name? Rickon. Rickon. I can't even find you. I cannot marry you off? Lord of Winterwood. Oh, you're a priest, so you cannot marry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's unfortunate. And Jonah Tyrell shall be released as well. That's fine. Okay, so a lot of people have paid their ransom. Now we have still Lauren Lannister. a Lord of Lannisport. He's been imprisoned for a while. I think he is under house arrest, which is fine. And then we have got Willas. Don't know what I want to do with him. Maester Rob. I think this Maester can be probably released from prison. Yeah, that's fine. And then we have Maya Stone. I think she can be released from prison as well. Is that Maya Stone? The one I'm thinking of? I'm actually going to have her invited to court as well. Isn't she also one of Robert Baratheon's bastards? That could very well be the case. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Lothar Apple Eater and Maya Stone have produced a child. Can I invite you? No. Okay, interesting. So we are releasing all kinds of prisoners. Lord Vance, I think he was just a war prisoner from the Trident. So you can ransom yourself as well. That's fine. And then who else have we got left? KG1. You're just some Septon. I don't think anyone's going to pay ransom for you. I'll just release you as well, just so that you're out of prison. Okay, so Lord of Lannisport, Willas the Hunter, and the Lord Paramount of Trident, they're all going to stay here for now. Okay, let's move on. And, okay, Maya Stone has arrived. I wonder if you... I guess there's no point in you marrying right now, because you're already quite old. Alright, so we'll just move on. Excellent news, some more money for us. Great. And we will have to simply go ahead and besiege. Ah, I see. Okay. I actually wanted to wait with that, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it now. Alright, Brandon. Fine. That means I will have to give out the Dreadfort. Now, I've been thinking about who I want to give the Dreadfort to, and in the end, I decided I'm gonna give that to R+L Redwolf. Because, I mean, he is a wildling, and while that is not accepted, you know, it's not very accepted around the world necessarily, I think it's probably the easiest way, or the best, how to say this, the best region to be accepted would be in the north, I suppose. Maybe this could also cause problems, I don't know, but I think under Brandon is a Green Seer as well. They're both wargs. I think Brandon will protect him. He has converted to the old gods, so it's just his culture that is maybe problematic. He is going to be married to a Cranach man, or Cranach woman, so I guess that's going to give him a little bit of legitimacy. So overall, I think he is set up best in the north. And also, obviously, as I said, his religion is important. The other two custom characters that we have are both Faith of the Seveners. Well, I guess Alaric has converted now, but I have something else in mind for him. So I think for him, R+L, the Dreadfort would be a nice reward. So I will give you the Lordship of the Dreadfort, and I will also give you the High Lordship of the Dreadfort. There you go. Enjoy. So you now rule over not Ethering, apparently. That is... Okay, so you only have control over High Point and the Dreadfort, which is fine. Now, then, is there anything else? I still have this title, the title of the North. Now, the problem about this is the following. I initially wanted to fix Bear Island, and that is now not really possible. So, I'm not sure what to do about that. I could just revoke this title, right? Revoke the title. That's gonna make all my vassals hate me by -15. I hate doing this. I hate doing this. All my vassals will hate me by -15. How much do they hate me right now? I mean, most of them actually like me quite a bit. There are a few that hate me already. Desires High Lordship of King's Landing. Too many held lordships. I mean, yeah. I mean, that could be offset. Okay. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to do it because I want to give the Mormonts back. I want to give them their lands back. So I will revoke Bear Island. I would have loved to be able to double the claim, but we'll do it. And we'll see what she says. Oh, I can't move forward. Alright, fine. Why are you asking now, Brandon? If I deny this, people will be pissed off. Alright, I'll have to give it to him. Okay, so we're gonna get the north, and you have accepted, which means, do I have Bear Island? I hold Bear Island. Okay, so that is dealt with, and I still have Winterfell, though. Okay, so that's probably something that you would like to have as well. Your wife died on... Yeah, you're not married. Carl. Alright, so you have Eastmeld, Carhold, and I want to give you Winterfell as well. But we'll do that a little bit later. So I hold Mormont Keep now. Let's stop that. You can instead perform Statecraft. And let me quickly check my court. I want to find Morgan Mormont. There he is. And he's married to Sybil Wool, and he will be granted Bear Island. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy. How's Mormont? Now, another thing that I want to do. We have always had this titular title. Ever since we accepted Stannis' offer, we had this titular title of the North, which is an extra high lordship that I cannot destroy because it's a special title. So it's just going to stick around. And I could give it to all kinds of people, but if you give it to unlanded characters, they're going to be an adventurer, and I don't really want that to happen. So what I will do, I've been checking the North and the high lordships, and basically there's only 2 times where it says the North. One is the command of Moat Cailin, and the other one is Bear Island. It literally says the North here. That's because it doesn't have a high lordship associated with this. So I think as a kind of repaying, or kind of as an excuse for the fact that I'm not returning Longclaw to House Mormont, I will make them higher lords than they've ever been before. So they will get this titular title of the North. I think that's just kind of the reasoning behind it. So they're going to be high lords. Doesn't really give them anything except for a little bit of prestige, but I guess that's okay. So with that, I will probably also go ahead and accept this mission. Move capital to the Red Keep. Yep, we'll make King's Landing our capital. And I will grant Brandon the Lordship of Winterfell, as well as... Yeah, the Lordship of Winterfell. And that gets rid of some of our people. And he already has the High Lordship of Winterfell. Okay, so Carhold, Carhold and Winterfell, as well as this Lordship, are in the hands of the Starks, which is fine. The Mormonts hold the North, but they're my vassals, so I'm going to have to quickly transfer some vassalage there. Of not Carnet, where there he is, Morgan of Bear Island. Good. And yeah, Brandon just absolutely loves me. Vassal transfer plus 170, granted kingdom, trial champion, friend. He just absolutely adores us. I hope he's not going to die soon because of his cancer. That is obviously a possibility. Okay, so we can now appoint some new commanders. Byron of the Warrior Sons. Interesting. Yeah, I think he might as well join us. And then Commander Titus of the Dragon's Gate will be appointed as well. And we need a new Hand of the King. I would like to appoint Brandon as that, yeah, for that position. He's most suited. And as Master of Coin, we could have Axel Florent, interestingly enough. But I think I'm going to actually pick Owen of Crassus Keep. Yep. That was Gilly's kid. This is Gilly's son. So there you go. And he will be collecting taxes. And we still get Melisandre here. That's fine. And then we also have a few advisors. We have our Grand Maester here. We have Clarence Tully as an advisor. And we've got Derek of Colmy as an advisor. And as High Admiral, I will probably pick... who will I pick as High... I'm just gonna think about that. High Admiral. That could be... I don't know yet. Oh, Master of Ships, yeah. Set Crown Focus in King's Landing, of course. This is the only holding we have right now. Small Wildfire Stockpile. Public Execution. King's Road, and the Alchemist Guild. Okay, so let's move on. Wow. Yeah, managing a kingdom is certainly a interesting and difficult affair. We need a Master of Hunt. Anyone I want to give this title to? Don't really know. All kinds of strategists. Well, okay, one more thing that I definitely need to do now is I'm actually going to have to change my crown now. That Brandon is Lord of Winterfell. I want to give him the Crown of Winter. So we'll have to unequip this. And I think we're going to go with Aenys' crown again, right? I actually like this crown, though. Aegon III's crown. Actually, this one looks pretty cool. I'll go with that one. And I will give Brandon... I will return the Crown of Winter back to the Starks. Yep, the Crown of Winter. There you go. So now you have that back in Winterfell where it belongs. Great. Now let's set up our council, because I think some of them are currently... Yeah, you need to oversee the realm. And Melisandre, I want you to be here in King's Landing. And you... the priest. I'll actually have you... probably perform charity in King's Landing. Yes, that would benefit our rule. Okay, let's finally, please, continue our walk onto Castle Rock. There you go. And Aegon has declared war on Willas. Interesting. We'll see what he does. But Willas is in our prison, so there's not much that, should really happen. The Blackwood Vale has apparently been sieged. Okay. And Maya Stone has just died. Okay. A natural death. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. Good. So, Lyanna, is she married yet? I think she is married. And I wonder if we can form an alliance. No, he has political concerns about that. Yeah, obviously. Sarah Stout, Rickon's wife, has just died. He does not have... he's independent currently. I see. That's problematic. I hope that Brandon's not going to declare war on him. That would be a little bit frustrating. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully not, as I said. And we might actually, you know what we'll do? We'll stay here, and we'll quickly take that back. Because I don't want to suffer this. Okay. Now, are there people joining me? The Golden Tooth is joining me. Interesting. Okay, there's many Western Lords that are now rising up against Cersei. Interestingly enough. You won't believe it. Lyanna went missing. History loves to repeat itself. Missing, she's missing, your daughter Lyanna is missing, and nobody has seen her for days. As you look all around, you walk into her room and see a note on her bed. As you open it up, you immediately recognize her writing. The content of the letter tells you how she has left King's Landing to try and earn honor for herself. Send out a search party if that is what she wishes. We're going to send out a search party for sure. We're going to lose 100 gold, which is totally fine. And yeah, there's 50% chance of no effect and a 50% chance of no effect. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it appears as if Lyanna has joined the Night's Watch. Can you believe that? And she was betrothed to Aegon's firstborn son, Maegor Targaryen. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do now. Arya is already married to Quentyn, and they have Pate Martell. She's just given birth to Pate Martell. Eddard is married to Alarie Tyrell, and they don't have a kid yet. So I don't know. This is problematic. Now, we're still going to be able to have a non-aggression pact with Aegon, I think, but he's now a dragon rider, so he could potentially cause problems here. Well, in the meantime, as you can see, we have fought a Battle of Silverbrook, giving us quite a lot of war scores, some 50. And I just wanted to show you this because a Frey has been killed in personal combat by Quentyn. I'm not going to... Well, he's already... he's not a knight, in fact. Can I invite him to court? No, it's fine. He just did his duty. But yeah, one less Frey, I guess that's something good. And as you can see, we're now laying siege to Lannisport, as well as the Castle Rock still. It's taken a long time. We might assault Lannisport just because we can. And Lyanna has apparently... Yeah, she's left my court. Also, there's another news. Sansa Stark has died of cancer. That is horrible. but it was, you know, to be expected at some point. I'm hoping that Brandon won't die so soon, because obviously he is our Hand of the King right now. We've got our son as Master of Arms, my wife is as Master of Laws, and Brandon as Hand of the King. Then we've got another Wildling as Master of Coin, Melisandre as Master of Whispers. We have a very interesting council, to be quite honest. But yeah, there's that. Then we've got the Red Wolf, R+L. He's still ruling the Dreadfort. And then we've got Colmere, Derek, our advisor, here as well. But yeah, regardless, let's move on. I wonder what's gonna happen with Lyanna, but I guess she's just gonna be at the wall now, which, yeah, is interesting. Okay, we can vacancy on the Kingsguard. Bring me the greatest knights of all the realm. We've got Bowen of Grey Dun. He's a Cranachman with 9 dual skill. Interesting. He was married to the Umber. Okay. So Walter Haswell or Carlon. Ah, you know what, Carlon? He was our bodyguard for so long. I think he deserves to be on the King's Guard. Yeah. You know what, Carlon? Step forward. He's been our commander. He's been leading troops. He's been our bodyguard and so on and so forth. I actually was looking for him, but yeah, he's been brought up here. So Carlon stepped forward and he kneels. It would be the highest honor to serve in your King's Guard. Amazing. Very nice. Very nice. People will be unhappy because he's a lowborn, but you know what? That's fine. That's just the way it is. Cool. I love that. Amazing. Okay, let's move on. Lannis, we have won this war. Oh, that's good. Because that's some slavery that has been going on. Rainhouse has been taken by Aegon. He has taken that lordship from Willas Tyrell, who's still in our prison. He's 50 years old. Can you believe that? I think he's still in house arrest, which is fine. And yeah, the search party has failed to find your daughter, and by now, any trail she may have left behind will be long gone, and those knowing anything will have already forgotten. So yeah, Lyanna, she is at the wall. She is going to, I mean, you know what? She might be the first woman, except for brave Danny Flint, to be Lord Commander, Lady Commander of the Wall. I don't know if she can. That would be amazing, to be honest. It would be kind of cool. I mean, we serve the Night's Watch, and it's just so cool to see that it's the wild Lyanna, right? Of course it's Lyanna. She's always wild. Our mother was supposed to be wild, so I guess she inherited. And you know, Arya is not as wild. She also looks more like Sansa. But regardless, let's move on. So yeah, I guess there's not much we can do. She wanted to join the Night's Watch, and you know, she's free to do that. Half brother has joined us. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. Don't actually need your help, but I appreciate it, of course. Yeah, you joining us is not bad. And what? You inherited Dreadfort. Why? That's annoying. So I had to use some console commands for Lord R+L Red Wolf because since he was a wildling, he was constantly getting deposed. That happened twice now. So I gave him I gave him his lands back, and I hope that now that he's converted to the Northmen culture, that this is not going to happen anymore. The problem was the AI probably would have done this on their own. They probably would have converted to the Northmen culture themselves, but they needed 200 prestige and he only had 100. So yeah, I did that now. I think this should be fine. Yeah, so I guess this won't be an issue anymore. We'll keep an eye on it, but I think overall this really should not be a problem. Yeah, now Brandon has joined us in our war. That's fine, and we are no longer wounded. Great, we're now scarred, but that's okay. That was actually why I wasn't leading any men. So I'm feeling a little bit better now. I guess we can storm, but there's no need. I think what's important is that we take Cersei. Your Lancel has been imprisoned by someone else. Interesting. And what's this? John Sunderland will have a theological debate. I guess I'm converting all kinds of people. That's okay, though. Let's just move on. I would like for Castle Rock to fall once again. And John O'Massey. We'll ask him politely to join, to leave factions. That would be nice if he would do that. And Siege of Lannisport was successful. All I want is to take over Castle Rock and please capture Cersei. That is going to be the most important. And my son is now depressed because he wants to gain a title. How can I rely on my generals when their understanding of warfare is lacking? I could teach Sabella about one thing. Make him an inspiring leader or defender. I think inspiring leader is much better. Yeah, so there you go. Enjoy. He's getting a little bit better. Awesome. He has learned. Excellent. Okay, come on. Castle Rock, fall. This is getting ridiculous at this point. My son is already very frustrated about this. And who's this now? Gunther the Arrogant? Rusby, yeah, we still have to talk to you because Brienne has a sword that we want very much. Now, I think that there's an intrigue option that you can use in order to regain your sword. The leader's not here. Cersei. Anyway, we're 100%. We'll offer the peace. She will be imprisoned. Yep. Okay, so Cersei is finally imprisoned. We've finally done it. So let's stand down our forces. Actually, we'll not do that just yet. We'll wait for the Mega War system to end. And we can finally legalize our parentage. And I think that's what we will do. So, Lyanna Stark adopts King John the Eagle. Rhaegar of Dragonstone as well. We get the grandchild of incest. Interesting. We'll lose a more general opinion. Ooh, then we have quite a lot of general opinion drop. But that's just the way it is. Yep, we'll go for it. And now you are legally acknowledged as Rhaegar Targaryen's true-born son. You can rightfully claim the arms and words of your father. Ah, interesting. So, Princess Arya, Eddard, and Lyanna become members of the Targaryen family, and so do I. I am and always will be a Stark. I will honor both houses. Ah, yes, that has to be. That has to be. Okay, so So we're gonna be the Stark-Targaryen. I'm glad that this is gonna happen. So I wonder if we're gonna get a new coat of arms. I guess so. Okay, yeah, of course we're gonna have to do this. We'll honor both houses and we'll become a Stark-Targaryen house. And oh, sweet, we have quartered arms. Oh, that's amazing. I like that. I like that a lot. That is perfect. This is actually really cool because we have the Targaryens in the Stormlands with our now half-brother, Aegon the Scholar, and we have our cousin, Brandon, of House Stark in the north. So this is really, really cool. I really enjoy that. Okay, cool, awesome. So, there it is. King John the Eagle of the House Stark Targaryen with our daughter at the wall. She's a really good fighter. She turned out quite well. But, yeah. Anyway, there's one more thing left to do, and that is our ancestral sword, Ice. Now, I've been told there's something I can do about it, but apparently that is not possible. Well, let's first of all, we fulfilled our ambition to win the war, which is fine. The war has been won, and she will forfeit the Westerlands. I think the reign of House Lannister is at an end, certainly. Yeah, she will. Her former loyal bannerman will be that's fine, displeased. We can pick a new ambition, and I think that we want to, at this point, I think we want to see the realm prosper. I think we want to have peace now. And so we have taken the Kingdom of the Westerlands. Can I take some more lands from you? Yes. Yes. And can I also take Castle Rock? I can. Alright. You will be stripped of all your titles. And I still need to do something about that sword, though. Still need to do something about this sword. Okay. Byron Frey refused. Okay, and he could be imprisoned. That's a different Byron. Alright. Now, I think... am I going to give the West to Eddard? Perhaps. My son. He doesn't have... Well... There's all kinds of titles I could give to him. I think I might give him Castle Rock. Alright, well, I have to think about this, actually. I'm not entirely sure what I will do. We need a new Hand of the King. Okay, let's wait for the wars to end, maybe. That's actually what I wanted to do. Okay, what's this? Oh, freaking hell. Cersei, yeah, you will be in the... I will throw you a blade, I think. We are no longer kind. That's fine. And we will accept this war, this defensive war in Dawn. We have lost our alliance. Why? Why have we lost our alliance? Okay, until next time. Maybe that's why? Okay, good. So, we can colonize Summerhall. I think that is definitely what we will do. Oh, yes, we're going to colonize Summerhall because that could be a seat. Yes, that could be a seat for Eddard. I think that is perfect. Okay, so no seeing the realm prosper. I guess we're going to go for 5 children then. And I think we are going to... yeah, are we going to... I think we're going to give Alaric Grifton. Am I going to give him... Who am I going to give Castle Rock? I have to think about this a little bit. What kind of claimants do we have? Tyta Lannister. She's 22 years old. Right to Falwell. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to have to think about how we organize the realm. But we are now known as King Jon Stark-Targaryen, the Eagle. And we have Brandon as Lord Paramount of the North. And apparently he's certainly lacking a few vassals that we need to give to him. He has the Crown of Winter. We do not have Ice Reforged yet. And oh, he's taken a 3rd wife now. And I'm not sure if that's possible, because I can obviously now no longer declare war for it. I was told that there is a intrigue option, or I've read that there's an intrigue option to reforge it, but apparently that's not the case. Maybe there's going to be an event popping up later on. That's possible too. We'll have to see. But I will end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.